The Albion season is clicking into gear nicely after another top six scalp last weekend. Their victory at Stamford Bridge was their first 3 points away from the Amex in the league so far this campaign, and a thumping win today could bump them up as high as 6th in the Premier League. They step out onto Molineux, which is an incredibly happy hunting ground for the Seagulls. They're unbeaten in over 80% of their visits to this part of the West Midlands. I didn't like that Belabour challenge on this near side, did the Wolves fans or staff on this near side? It was right in front of them, and it's the first yellow of the afternoon for Brighton. Not too many complaints from Carlos Belabour, and Vitor Pereira has been sent straight to the stands. And this is the incident that led to Vitor Pereira being given his marching orders. I'm not sure if he's lobbed something to ground there, but either way, I think he was advised by Paul Tierney to come and show Wolves' boss the red. Sent in towards Krejci. Well, but back there defending. Oh, and Verbruggen can't quite keep it out. Off the bar, and off the bar for Verbruggen's back, I think. Well, they just failed to deal with it. It's Krejci who nods it back in, and Welbeck's header is straight to Marshall Monetzi. Gets something on it with the first attempt as well, Bart Verbruggen. But then on the rebound, nothing really he could do. Gruder into Vifa. Now Belabour just needs to be careful with every challenge now, and that means that Monetzi, the scorer, can drive on after letting Hwang take over. Right in front of Jared Gillett, spots an infringement from Mats Vifa. So the Seagulls trail, and their search for their first clean sheet in the league goes on. This is Bueno, good looking ball that in towards Krejci, and Verbruggen able to palm this one over. Now Wolves just looking to turn the screw. It's an inch perfect delivery from Bueno, and Krejci forces the save from Verbruggen. The Albion just need to get through this passage of play without conceding again. Still going here, Van Hecker. Now brings Minte into play. Defending in numbers, Wolves, but Van Hecker can win it back. Looking for Kadioglu. Gruder can take over. Welbeck is there as well, but look at all those gold shirts back. Gruder deflected and wide. Some of the Brighton players just asking perhaps about a handball there. Rather ambitious though. Get another look at it here. Gruder does well because there's so many Wolves shirts around him. Not too much Bueno knew about that if it did strike his hand. Van Hecker. Perfectly flighted ball out to Gruder. Just tries to chest it down, but Arias nipping in. Gruder hasn't given up on that one though, and it's just wide. We'll feel that one for the next few days, Sam Johnston. And that's just sent long route one for Strand Larsen. Dunk and Van Hecker are both there, and they're the only three players for a while outside the edge of the area. Now he's got some reinforcements here, Strand Larsen. This is Hwang. Overlapping there is Bueno to deliver, and Arias should score. Completely unmarked, picked out by Bueno. 6 yards out. Got to do better there, really, the Colombian. Ayari is able to play it out now to Kadioglu, who's got Minte just outside of him. Minte can swing one in towards Jorginho. Incredible stop that from Sam Johnston. Looked for all the world like that was going to be 1-1, but Sam Johnston flings his hand at it and tips it over. It's a real strong hand as well. Lovely delivery in from Minte. Can't ask for much more really on the half volley from Jorginho. It's a splendid save from Johnston. And on the break there are some gaps starting to emerge as this game stretches when Wolves win it back. And on the line they go to Strand Larsen. He's got Munetzi in field of him. Bueno has moved out to the right, but Strand Larsen can make it two. Rebounds off the upright. Another let off for the Seagulls. They've had a couple of huge chances to make it two this afternoon, but the Albion are still in it at 1-0. And here goes Minte. Once again, he's got to try and find the right delivery. This is Jorginho. More good defending, hurling themselves at it, the Wolves defenders. But this is Lewis Dunk, up to Iyari. Oh, good ball in towards Jorginho. He collected it so well, and Simas was in there. But another brilliant intervention from Ladislav Krejci. It's a really incisive ball up to Jorginho. He has just strayed offside. Everybody around him wasn't to know that. And here's the big chance for Strand Larsen. Verbruggen was pretty much rooted, certainly beaten there. It was just a few inches the other side of the post. Now Lewis Dunk, back over to Milner, and down the line to Simas. Looks across the line, flag stays down for now. Back into Kadioglu, who can send it in towards Chachua, but he just wasn't sure what was behind him. May have been going out of play before it got to anyone beyond him anyway. They take the corner short. The Goalkeeper, first time, in it goes, and it's in for 1-1. Jan-Paul van Hecke late on, and he wants more. Wave after wave of Seagulls attacks, and eventually it pays dividends through Jan-Paul van Hecke. Really clever, quick ball in from the corner. They go short. De Goalkeeper with a splendid cross in, and it's pinpoint from Jan-Paul van Hecke into that left corner. Simas isn't far away from it as well, but it's Van Hecke leading the celebrations. Johnston to pump this one long for Wolves. Dunk kept his eyes on it, and he is happy for the anywhere will do type clearance. Agbadou with the header back. It may fall in here for Mosquera. Arcadair pointing for it. Little deflection and Verbruggen can claim. And is there time for just one more chance? Kadioglu surging forward here. He's got past Andre's dragged down. The question is if there's time for this free kick. Well, Andre needed to do that, especially if the referee doesn't allow much time after this free kick. Because Kadioglu had done him for pace here. See, there's the crucial touch, and there's the tug back at the top of Kadioglu's shirt, and then he goes in for a bit more, does Andre. Milner it is to take. Not a bad cross. Van Hecke will head it across, and then the clearance is made up towards halfway. And that will be that for the afternoon here in West Midlands. Jan-Paul van Hecke salvages a point for the Seagulls. Looked for a good while like Wolves were on for their first win of the season, but they stuck to their task after an unfortunate own goal from Bart Verbruggen in the first half. 5 minutes to go. It was Jan-Paul van Hecke who stepped up and headed in the equaliser. So the spoil shared here at Molineux. It finished Wolves 1, Albion 1.